Have you ever wondered what might happen if a pack of wolves surrounds a bus on a deserted highway? Today, you'll learn about real encounters with these gray predators that have happened on the roads. Let's figure out what unexpected consequences might arise from such an encounter. These stories will make you see wild animals in a whole new light. The video showing a car chasing a pack of wolves on a snowy road in the Arkhangelsk region sparked a strong reaction among residents of the northern areas. In the footage, you can see the driver honking at the fleeing wolves as he chases them. Some predators manage to hide in the forest, but the others are at risk of getting run over by a car. The driver keeps honking and laughing, saying the phrase "gotcha." However, it's unclear whether the wolves got hit by the car or just disappeared from the camera's view. The regional police department conducted an investigation into the incident. It was determined that the animals were not harmed. The press service of the department stated that they inspected the vehicle and found no damage on it. A witness was also found who was driving behind the car and confirmed that the vehicle did not hit the wolves. The online community has split into two groups. Some users expressed outrage at the driver's actions, considering such treatment of animals unacceptable. Others pointed out that the appearance of wolves on the roads is a result of deforestation, which is causing animals to lose their natural habitat and food sources. Some users defended the driver's actions, believing that a wolf, when encountering a human, would likely behave no differently. Animal rights activists also shared their thoughts. Experts from the Mata Mata Wildlife Rescue Center emphasized that such actions can disrupt the structure of the wolf pack. Wolves that are left without their pack become solitary individuals that other packs won't accept. These outcasts often end up in populated areas where they have to search for food. The bus was driving with passengers through the forest. It was pouring rain. There was just a little bit left to the settlement. And then something unexpected happened. The bus hit a deep puddle with a wheel, got stuck, and came to a stop. It was impossible to go any further. The passengers had no choice but to step out into the pouring rain to push the bus. But despite all their efforts, the bus didn't budge. And then, through the sound of the rain, one of the passengers, a teenage girl, exclaimed, "Mom, look at those doggies." Everyone turned to where the child was pointing. Two huge wolves were standing by the edge of the forest. Fear gripped everyone, and people rushed back into the bus, jumping over each other. Only the driver kept his cool, staying behind to help the woman that everyone was trying to get past. Fear gripped everyone, and people rushed back into the bus, jumping over each other. Only the driver kept his cool, staying behind to help the woman that everyone was trying to get past. The driver was unlucky. The largest wolf, probably the pack leader, attacked him first. He grabbed him by the leg, and then something happened that no one expected. That same girl who first spotted the wolves grabbed someone's lighter and a can of hairspray from her bag, then aimed a stream of fire at the wolf, scaring it off. The wolves left, and the driver received the necessary help. In 2021, internet users were buzzing about a video made by a truck driver. On a deserted snowy road, he stopped the car to change a tire, but his work was interrupted by some unexpected guests. A pack of wolves approached the car, coming out of the forest. The driver was filming what was happening right from the cab. Although the exact location of the incident isn't specified, the file name of the video suggests that the events took place in Yakutia. One of the users left a comment. "Be careful, guys. When an animal comes out of the forest, it's usually really hungry because there's nothing left to eat in there. There's nothing scarier than predators in our region during winter. Except, maybe, for a wandering bear, but that's pretty rare." How this encounter ended remains unknown, but the lack of negative news gives hope that everything turned out okay. The driver was following a narrow forest road in Romania behind a cyclist when he suddenly noticed some movement in the bushes. Moments later, a wolf appeared from the side, moving parallel to them. Soon, a second wolf came into view, and it became clear that they had been chasing the cyclist for a while. The Romanian forests and mountains are teeming with wildlife. Hunting restrictions and increased conservation measures have contributed to the growth of the wolf population in the country over the past few years. Wolves feel especially comfortable near the ski resort of Poiana Brasov in the Carpathian Mountains. That's exactly where the pack spotted the cyclist, and the man had no idea the animals were there. Fortunately, a car was following behind him. The couple inside managed to scare off the wolf with their horn, although it didn't leave right away. The driver got closer to the cyclist and started honking. The wolf circled around the car and continued its hunt. It seemed like the wolf was about to catch up to the man on the bike. However, the beast soon retreated and disappeared back into the forest. The driver offered to give the cyclist a ride further. Such encounters with wolves on this pass happen every year. It seems like the animals are getting bolder. In the Leningrad region, a minibus driver faced an unusual situation while picking up a passenger from the town of Podporizhye. He had an encounter with two wolves. Fortunately, there were no attacks on people. After reports of wolves in the area, officials from the Committee for the Protection and Regulation of Wildlife quickly arrived on the scene. Witnesses confirmed to the specialists that they saw wolves on the roadway. A search for the predators was organized, involving hunters, local administration representatives, gamekeepers, and other interested agencies. A group of tourists from Moscow found themselves in a tough spot near the village of Pertizavra in the Segesti district of the Republic of Karelia. Their vehicle got stuck in the rough terrain, and on top of that, a pack of wolves approached the scene. The travelers immediately called for help from the rescue services. The main directorate of the Ministry of Emergency Situations of Russia for the Republic of Karelia sent equipment and personnel from the Segesti Fire and Rescue Unit to the scene, who successfully evaluated the tourists. The production department of the Northern Electric Networks quickly provided special equipment, a truck with a trailer, and an all-terrain vehicle, along with two specialists. Thanks to the coordinated efforts of the employees of Karelia Energy, the Ministry of Emergency Situations of Karelia, and local foresters, the necessary assistance was provided in no time. The tourists were taken to the nearest village of Pertizavra, where they received further support. Wolves are natural predators that belong to the canine family. Along with coyotes and jackals, they make up the wolf family. These animals play a key role in maintaining the balance of ecosystems on the planet. Unfortunately, the number of wolves has significantly decreased lately. Scientists have found that wolves are distant ancestors of domestic dogs. Dogs, in turn, are considered a subspecies of wolves. Wolves are among the largest and strongest members of the canine family. The size and weight of wolves depend on their habitat. The height at the shoulder ranges from 2 feet 1 inch to 2 feet 7 inches. The body length ranges from 3 to 5 feet, and the weight is between 66 to 132 pounds or more. A 1-year-old wolf typically weighs around 55 pounds. By the age of 3, it weighs about 88 pounds. After 3 years, reaching a weight of about 121 pounds, a wolf becomes fully mature. Wolves look a lot like dogs, with strong, long legs and big, elongated paws. The middle toes are slightly extended forward, which makes it easy to tell wolf tracks apart from those of other animals. Wolves have a broad forehead and a massive, slightly elongated snout that has very expressive features. The middle toes are slightly extended forward, which makes it easy to tell wolf tracks apart from those of other animals. Wolves have a broad forehead and a massive, slightly elongated snout that has very expressive features. The predator's skull is high, strong, and large, with a big nasal opening that widens downward. A wolf's tail is fluffy and thick, always hanging down. The structure of a predator's teeth deserves special attention. The upper jaw has 6 incisors, a pair of canines, 8 premolars, and 4 molars, while the lower jaw has 2 more molars. The canines play a crucial role in a wolf's survival, helping it hunt and hold onto its prey. Losing a canine tooth can lead to a starving death. A wolf's fur is made up of 2 layers. It's thick, tall, and pretty coarse, with water-repellent and dirt-repellent properties. The thick undercoat protects the wolf from the cold. The color of a wolf's fur varies depending on its habitat. Forest wolves have a gray-brown shade, tundra wolves are almost white, and desert wolves are grayish-red. Wolf pups have a solid and richer colors that gradually becomes lighter and duller over time. Within a single population, you can find individuals with different shades of fur. Wolves are most active at night, using long howls as a way to communicate with each other. When hunting or chasing prey, the pack tries to avoid unnecessary loud noises. During the day, like many predators, wolves rest in secluded spots. These predators have sharp hearing, although their vision and sense of smell are not as well developed. Wolves are known for their endurance, quick reflexes, and high intelligence, which helps them survive in tough conditions. They can reach speeds of up to 37 miles per hour and cover more than 62 miles in a single night. In the wild, wolves live for at least 15 years, although their lifespan can be affected by external factors like human interference. The range of wolves is extremely vast. These predators can be found in both Europe and Asia, as well as in North America. They are adapted to various landscapes, such as taiga, coniferous forests, tundra, and deserts. The northern boundary of their range extends to the Arctic Ocean, while the southern limit reaches the southern regions of Asia. Over the past centuries, due to active human interference in nature, the number of wolf habitats has significantly decreased. People avoid living near these predators, destroying wolf packs and pushing them out of their traditional territories. As a result, wolves have completely disappeared from some countries, like Japan, the UK, France, the Netherlands, Belgium, Denmark, and Switzerland. The size of the territory occupied by a wolf family depends on the availability of food. In winter, wolves tend to leave areas with deep snow. The largest populations of wolves are found in the tundra, forest steppe, alpine zones, and steppes. These predators can inhabit human settlements as well as areas affected by active deforestation, which is linked to human activities. Wolves primarily eat animal food, although in southern regions they might also consume fruits and berries from wild plants. Their menu is diverse and includes small rodents, hares, hoofed animals, both domestic and wild, birds, and carrion. In the tundra, wolves hunt for caribou calves, geese, lemmings, and voles. Mountain wolves feed on mountain sheep, ibex, hares, and other local species. Wolves are known for their endurance. They can go without food for up to 2 weeks. These predators have high intelligence and use different hunting strategies depending on the circumstances. They usually hunt in small packs, where each individual has specific tasks. An adult wolf consumes about 11 pounds of meat a day, with a minimum food requirement of 3.3 pounds. If the entire catch isn't eaten right away, wolves hide the leftovers for later. Wolves are monogamous animals that form pairs for breeding, regardless of the pack structure. During the mating season, both females and males become more aggressive, but once it's over, the pack creates conditions that are favorable for raising their young. Wolves set up their dens in sheltered spots, often using abandoned burrows of other large animals. The den is chosen so they can spot potential danger in time. A female's pregnancy lasts about 2 months. The den is chosen so they can spot potential danger in time. A female's pregnancy lasts about 2 months. In warm regions, wolf pups are born between late February and mid-April, while in colder areas, they are born in April to May. A litter usually has between 3 to 12 pups. Female stays, male feeds, 1.5 months, milk, 2 months, meat, female hunts. For about a month and a half, the female feeds the wolf pup's milk, and starting at 2 months, meat is added to their diet. As the wolf pups grow up, the female joins the pack for hunting, leaving the young ones alone. If there's a threat, she moves the pups to a new, safer spot. Males reach sexual maturity at about 2.5 years, while females mature a bit earlier, although they actually start breeding closer to 3 to 5 years old. The first mating in a pack depends on several factors, including the availability of food sources. The number of wolves in a pack is regulated by natural mechanisms that depend on environmental conditions. The gray wolf has almost no natural enemies, except for humans, who indiscriminately wipe out many animal species, including wolves. So, it's humans who have the biggest impact on the population of these predators, known as the forest's cleanup crew. A lack of wolves can lead to disease outbreaks among animals. In several countries, wolf populations have become endangered due to people's concerns about the safety of livestock. Wolves were not only poisoned but also hunted down in large numbers by hunters. For example, in Minnesota, USA, wolves have been protected by state law as an endangered species for over 40 years. Stable wolf populations have been preserved in Canada, Finland, Italy, Greece, Alaska, as well as in countries in Asia and the Middle East. In many countries, wolf populations are declining due to poaching and the displacement of predators from their usual territories. In countries like Croatia, Macedonia, the Czech Republic, China, Bhutan, Nepal, and others, the wolf is protected by the government. Some wolf populations are listed in Appendix 2 of the CITES Convention. Human actions have a significant impact on nature, and all living beings on the planet suffer because of it. It's important to understand that everything in nature is interconnected and has its purpose. Even though wolves are predators, their role is hard to overstate, as they serve as the forest's cleanup crew. They most often hunt weak or sick animals, taking part in the process of natural selection. In nature, the strongest, healthiest, and fastest survive, as well as those who possess intelligence. However, despite the high level of human intelligence, our actions are not always sensible. It's no surprise that in many countries, wolves are protected, as their declining numbers have led to the spread of diseases among animals and disrupted the natural balance. Nature is designed in such a way that everything is maintained through a balance of self-regulating processes. Human intervention has disrupted this balance, and now it's up to us to restore it, which is a complex and costly task. The displacement of wolves from their natural territories forces them to seek out other food sources. A sudden encounter on the road can be very dangerous for humans. By disrupting the harmony in nature, we often become prey ourselves. It's worth thinking about, isn't it? While you think about it, friends, I want to make you an interesting offer. You have a unique opportunity to become part of our team. If you have video editing skills, can voice over videos in Russian, English, and other languages, or if you write interesting scripts, we would be happy to work with you. Message our Telegram bot. The link is in the description. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.